Every day I think about the money. Let's go. What am I gonna do with all this money? I can't go a day without my money. No, you know that I'm married to the money.
Yo, what is going on, guys? KLN, and I'm back with another gameplay commentary for you guys. And for the topic of today's video, something a bit special. Before I get into that, I just want to talk about the gameplay for a quick second. The gameplay is an FFA gameplay on standoff. As you can see, my friend Seth is when he's playing, and he does hit a pretty nice TK shot at the end, so leave a like for that. And let's just get into the topic. Basically, this is kind of a closure video for all you guys who've seen the video about Megan, and like I deleted it, but it was up there if you guys seen it. And like my story in 2 minutes video, how I talk about her in there. It's kind of a closure video because some people have asked me, what happened since then? Is everything okay? Has everything gotten better? Blah blah blah. I mean, and I just want give you guys some closure on that, so you guys stop asking. And this is kind of a tough subject for me, and you guys will understand why. I may have to use 2 gameplays. I really don't know. I may have to use a gameplay. I'm sorry if I have to do that. But so basically, let me just start off with like my parents and stuff. My dad moved back in, and my parents are trying to work things out. They do argue a lot, but my dad was out the house for a year. They're still trying to work things out, so I can understand that. Sometimes it just gets me. I get mad when they argue about certain things because it's really immature. Like, they don't have to do that, but it's whatever. So they're working stuff out, so that's good. The bullying thing, you always got those people that try to fuck with you. But, it doesn't really bother me as much anymore. I just laugh it off. And then when somebody tries to take it too far, I just whoop their ass. You guys are probably like, you're a scrawny white boy. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm Irish. Yeah, fuck with me. No, it's fine. Alright, well, anyways. Yeah, bullying's not really big of a problem anymore. I'm kind of friends with a lot of different people. So, I'm kind of just friend. I'm just the friend, Anybody can come to me. Yeah, I'm just, boom, your friend instantly. Unless you're fake and, like, try to, like, do some fucked up shit to me. Like, anything that anybody else would disapprove of in a friendship is basically how I am. Maybe even me being more lenient than usual, but, it's whatever. But the real thing I just want to talk about was, the whole Megan thing. And, I want you guys to know that it did not work out at all. And, for so long I did blame her, which she did have some part in it, but it really was my fault. So basically, she was moving, all that. That's where the story ended. And, after that video, and like the whole asking her out video, I did ask her out 2 times after that, and I think a few more times prior to the video. And so, she did say no every time. And she said it's because, she's moving, and so basically we weren't going out. Like, that was the definite answer. And, I did have some feelings for this girl, Emma, but, they really weren't as strong, or even close to being as strong as they were for Megan. And, but I had this weird thing. I don't know, me and Megan were best friends for 2 years. And we were talking for about 1.5 years, and I don't know, I just got really scared of being alone. And I know that sounds like a fucking excuse, but I'm really telling the truth. I really didn't want to be alone, but I also did have feelings for this girl, so it's not like I just picked any random girl to go out with because I didn't want to be alone. I did pick and choose off of what I actually felt, because I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody who I don't feel anything with. And and so 2 weeks later, after the last time I asked Megan out, she said definitely we're not going out, and I was like bummed out, but I had to move on stuff, and as I explained, I didn't want to be alone and all that. And I know this is fucked up, and I'm not trying to make myself sound any better than it is. I'm just being honest. I asked this girl Emma out 2 weeks after that, and Megan still hadn't moved. And this was like during December and January, so we still had a long while of school left and all that. And I asked Emma out, right, and I had already gone out with her 4 times prior to this, so I probably shouldn't have fucked with that at all. I probably should have just waited. And you know, I still know I should have waited, because 10 minutes after I asked Emma out, Megan texted me excited and said, you know, she wasn't moving anymore for a while. And I'm just right in that instant when I saw that, I had so much built up hatred for myself. Like, I'm sorry, this is still like a really touchy subject for me, because I still hate myself for it, you know, because that was my best friend that I shouldn't have hurt at all. And you know, I did love her very much, but now we aren't really good friends anymore. I'm sorry. Alright. Yeah, we aren't really good friends anymore, and now I do regret asking him out, and we don't go out anymore. And I did go out with her one more time after that, which wasn't, you know, because I was scared or anything. I wanted to go out with her because I liked her. But I still hate myself for hurting Megan, because, you know, that was my best friend for 2 years, and you don't go out saying, you know, oh, I want to hurt my best friend, I want to do this. It was fucked up timing, and it was an accident. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't purposely do it, you know. And you know, if I could take it back, I'd do it. I would do anything to take it back, because, you know, I don't have my best friend anymore. We tried to be friends after that, and it just really didn't work out. Our friendship really was bad. And you know, it just really sucks that just the timing was so off. Like, I don't even know. That's probably like the best, like my favorite friendship I've ever had. You know, but the reason I blamed her wasn't because she said no so many times. I'm not saying I blame her for not working out. I blamed her for our friendship fucking going to shit. And that is because right after that, she was with her friend, which I had gone out with. Jesus, I sound like a player in this video. This is awful. I went out with her before I even met Megan, but that's how I met Megan. And, you know, just like my whole summer being bad, it was like 7th grade, and like my dad moving out and all that, like Megan just started helping me, you know, in that My Story video, you guys see that, whatever. She was with her, and I never liked when she was with her, because they always acted different. Like, I don't know. Basically, they added me into a kick chat with this other guy who doesn't like me, but we were supposed to fight, when those middle school fights, whatever. And like, I don't know, when we were talking trash to each other, whatever. And then finally I was just like, I'm done talking, wait till tomorrow. That's my reply to everything. And he tried to shit talk, or say to me, or whatever. And then finally he was like, dude, we don't even have to fight, we can just talk this out. And because my dad was right there, I told him like what was going on, because I told him I was about to get suspended. And he was like, if he's trying to make peace, means he's a pussy, so just do it. So I was like, whatever, okay. But the kid swears he came up to me, put his hands behind his back, and was like, hit me. Because if he would have done that, I would have just told him to put his hands in front of him and then whooped his ass like a real man. Which I'm not even a man, I'm only 14, but still, would have done it. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, and they put me in a kick chat and, like, bullied the fuck out of me. Like, they made fun of me for some really bad stuff. I'm not going to talk about it because nobody knows about it. It was just a lot that they said, and, you know, it really sucked because, you know, that's supposed to be your best friend, and even though I accidentally hurt her, when you see two people tormenting your best friend like that, you know, just because of one accident doesn't mean it's supposed to break your friendship like that. And I just felt like after that, we weren't as strong as friends. And I'm sorry, I thought somebody was looking in my window, and that would just scared the shit out of me. But yeah, anyways, yeah, you know, I think some of you guys can relate. Imagine, you know, your best friend just hurt you, but then you see them getting bullied to the point where they hate themselves so much that, you know, they're crying. And yes, I cry, as you guys can see in this video. I just was crying in the last gameplay. I was crying, if you guys didn't know that. And you know, you're telling me that you don't feel some type of way about that, like you don't want to help them? Because if that's the way it is, I feel like you never really cared about them to begin with. But then I don't feel like that because of what she did for me and how she helped me and the things she said. It's just a big clusterfuck. It's pretty much what it is. You know, and I regret the whole thing. I wish I could go back to December, just redo everything. You know, and actually, just recently, the last day of school, you know, we weren't talking 5 months since then, whatever. We got in a big argument. I just didn't want to be friends with her anymore because she always just got mad about everything for no reason. And, like, her whole sweetness, like, I don't know, like, just being sweet just went away, and it was just fucking rotten all over. Like, I don't even know. You know, and so last day of school, she said hi to me, and I was like, what the hell? So I just said hi back, but when I walked away, I had the biggest smile on my face because I was happy. Because I did miss our friendship, even though, you know, it was pretty bad. And so we tried it again, but then just recently, a few days ago, I did cut her off, and I'm really planning on not talking to her anymore. Because, you know, I know it sounds shitty to say this after I just, like, cried over this, whatever, but she's really not a good friend anymore. My parents were arguing a few days ago, and I, like, was trying to look for some comfort, because, that was in English, comfort, because I don't like hearing my parents yell, whatever, and, like, my mom was slamming doors and stuff, my dad was just sitting there, and so after that, I told her what was happening. You know, she was just like, oh dang, like, she didn't try to help me or comfort me or anything. And that's how I knew our friendship changed, and I just didn't want a friendship like that anymore. Yeah, this is just a big, it was just a big misunderstanding. I guess she couldn't find the forgiveness for me that I feel like I deserved, because, you know, even though it was my fault for asking her out, it still was an accident. And still right when she told me, I hated myself so much, and I still kind of do. But, you know, it's whatever. People make mistakes. I guess she just couldn't understand that people do make mistakes, even when they're, you know, supposed to be best friends and supposed to love somebody. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is KLN. I'm out. Till next time, guys.